Ja, idag är det en ny Carpool. Idag ska vi ut och åka med backar i den här fina Skoda Kodiaq Adventure som vi har fått låna. Backarna vi ska ut och åka bil med är en finsk och en kanadensk, nämligen Mathew Bodie och Ilari Melart.
Locked us out.
Yeah.
Didn't plan for that. So, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
Doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. But both of you have played in the KHL, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. How was like your time in Russia? Because a lot of players say it's a really tough atmosphere and hard with the language, for example. And
Well, if we'd talk about the KHL, we would be sitting here, you know, all day in this car. It's like a lot of stories.
were you like as non-Russians popular?
Well, I found out that a lot of the guys spoke English, but only when they're drunk. So, yeah, I mean, there was some really nice Russian guys, but of course, didn't hang out with all of the guys, and some of them I barely spoke to.
But now you're in the SHL, both of you. Ilari, this is your 5th season, right?
Yeah.
What's your experience of the SHL?
I think it's a really good league. I'd even compare it with the KHL. It's pretty well set up here in every team I played in so far.
Well, Matt, what's your experience? You only been here for a while.
Yeah,
now.
been a few months now, but
Yeah?
it's been great. You know, one of the first things you notice is how friendly the people are just around town, and everyone's been willing and able to speak English to me. So that's a huge help, because you know, going to a different country, you never know what the language barrier is going to be like.
Mm.
The fan support around the league is awesome. You know, we got great fans, and that section at the back there of the rink is always standing and chanting, and that's great to see. And then even when you go on to, you know, most of the road games, they do a pretty good job. That the atmosphere at any rink is it's fun to play in.
Yeah, but you come from a small town, East St. Paul.
Yeah, East St. Paul.
Canada.
So it's just a suburb of Winnipeg. So grew up outside of the city limits, but then went to school, went to high school in Winnipeg.
Yeah, same place as Brendan Shinniman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me and Shinny, we go way back. It's been, well, we've probably known each other for 25 years or so, and
Yeah.
played together when we were, I think, 6 and 5 years old, all the way up till we were about 15 or 16.
Well, do you want to share some stories about him while he's not in the car? I guess there's a few.
Now's your chance.
Yeah. He's, I'll just say he hasn't changed a whole lot, you know. He's the same guy he always was, always super competitive and always wanting to win. And, you know, maybe that got him into a little trouble sometimes, but no, he's always willing to do whatever it is for the team to get the wins. And we were able to be on some pretty successful teams together growing up, and you know, those are memories that we'll be able to always have, and hopefully we can make some more with the Lakers here.
But when did you decide this is what I want to do for a living?
I mean, I didn't really decide it. You have to also get there.
Yeah.
As a
course.
junior, there was also a few tough seasons when I was growing up really quickly, and I had back and knee problems and stuff like that. So I didn't really think I'd actually be a pro hockey player when I was 15 years old. Then when I got through those pains and growing up and stuff like that, then I guess the first time I thought I could really be a pro hockey player was when I got picked for the 18-year-olds national team.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of hard work and dedication that it takes to
Yes.
take you to the SHL or KHL or
Yeah, I
even.
don't think I was maybe the most talented.
You were a
growing
late
up.
bloomer.
Actually, I was, because I was pretty tall when I was a kid. So first I was an early bloomer, then I had these back and knee injuries, so I kind of stopped being the star, and then I realized that I have to be the guy who works hardest.
Yeah. Well, Matt, how was it for you growing up?
Well, I got into hockey because my older brother was playing hockey, and you know, as the younger sibling, you always try and keep up with the older one. So that's how I kind of got my start.
You guys had to pick one favorite song that we could play in the car. So, Matt, we'll start with your song.
Sure. The song is Shotgun by George Ezra, and it's just a song I kind of enjoy listening to in any kind of mood. It can, you know, I can listen to it on the way to the rink to kind of get pumped up for a game, or I can listen to it if it's, you know, just a nice sunny day and you're relaxing. And
I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone.
It's a good one.
yeah, it's catchy, that's for sure.
The equator navigator, gotta hit the road.
You know, I've been driving some carpools with some Finnish guys. They all had one thing in common. They all played rock songs, I think. Are you a rocker?
No, actually, my song is also a rock song, but I don't usually listen to that much rock. But
Since you said anything with AC/DC and hockey theme, I picked this one for you. It's a classic one.
this is a very classic one. I feel like when I was a junior, and in general in Finland, usually it's rock and roll that they play in a hockey locker room, so I must have heard this 1,000 times in my life.
Yeah, it's like a classic hockey song.
Oh yeah.
We hear in like intermissions. And
I remember hearing this in junior, like minor hockey. So when we're like, you know, 10 years old,
Yeah.
kind of throw this on the speakers at the rink.
so I guess
Yeah,
the
that
menu
is a
and
pretty beautiful building.
yeah, it is. What things do you appreciate with Växjö so far?
I think it's a great town. I like downtown there, the walking streets. That's nice to, you know, not have to worry about cars kind of driving through, and just people walking, getting to see the shops and the different restaurants, and just kind of has that friendly community feel all over the place.
And Ilari, I know you haven't been here so long.
Well, the thing I like about Växjö and the other smaller places I've lived in here in Sweden too is that moving around here is so easy compared to those bigger cities like Helsinki or Stockholm or those places, so I really enjoy that.
Thanks for showing us around.
Yeah, that castle
I
is
don't
actually really beautiful.
Yeah, it was a good trip.